Hey Rosebuds, thanks for joining me. I wanted to start out here at the main road because Bliss is so pretty. This is her second flush. And she smells so good. Oh, I wish you guys could see her in person. Just so pretty. If you're new to my channel, this is my absolute favorite rose. Okay, so let's get in here before the gate closes. It's a little excitement for the day. These are my Limelight hydrangea, and they are doing so well. My husband made me obelisks. You can see the support in here. And I made those because I had him make those for me because they always seemed to flop as soon as it rained. And it just frustrated me because they're so pretty. But this year I've let them go about 10 feet. And the support is just really doing a great job with the Limelight. I wish Limelight had more of a scent. They just don't. Let's sneak back here because I see somebody in bloom. This is Carefree Wonder. I haven't deadheaded it, but this will give you an idea of what Carefree Wonder looks like. All right, let's sneak back out here. Now I'm going to be going through here rather quickly to show you everything that's in bloom. It's the third week in July and everybody's getting tired, and it's very humid, and this flush, the second flush, is just not as prolific as the first flush, but we've got flies out here, a mosquito, and it's really pretty disgusting. So I want to go pretty quick. Let's start over here and look at the Memorial Garden real quick. Down here, these hydrangea are called Firelight, and they start out white, but it's going to fade to a beautiful rose color as it ages. So hopefully I'll do another tour and keep you posted. I've got Red Drift in here, Bordeaux back here, Raw Doll, who might be coming out because I'm just not happy with my standards of Raw Doll. Okay, so I had my landscaper make me a walkway around here just because it's just easier to walk around here when it's getting kind of wet. This is Summer Romance. I don't know who this red rose is. I need to look at my last videos and see. Unfortunately, the sunlight is hitting it. Let me back up here. And while we're back here, I can share this wall of Limelight. And I'm so tickled with it. And I made a walkway here, and it feels just like a secret little walkthrough that just brings me so much joy, and it makes me feel like a kid. So I opened up here in between, and now I can go underneath, and it just feels so fun. Nothing really going on back here because everybody's feeling tired. Okay, but then we get to go through my little secret walkway again. Lots of reds in bloom. So this is the 1812 rose. This is one rose, but you can see that it is a good size here. I mean, gosh, that's what, 3.5 feet. Next to, let's get close there. Next to the 1812 this is Gabriel Oak. Not a great rose for me. I wish it did better. Flamenco Rosita back here. Little blooms. Okay. This is Desmond Tutu. deadhead that. There you go. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm gonna turn around and this is Millennium Allium. Let's go look at, oh gosh, these mosquitoes. Boy, if you could see my legs right now, you guys, I've got 6 mosquitoes on me. All right, let's go over here because there's really not a whole lot going on over here besides phlox. So let's look over at this side. Okay, over here, I've got some drift rose, pink drift. We've got Tradescant. And this is Ascot. This is Port Marion. Darcy. Let's see, this is a red rosemantic. Okay, this is drift. More hydrangea. This is the Firelight variety. My Natchez crepe myrtle. Okay, in here, if you are not growing True Love and you like reds, you need this rose. It has been in bloom for what feels like 3 weeks. It's a small, compact rose. You can see the shape here. It'd be great for the front of the border or a pot. Who is this? This is a fairy tale. Which one? Elegant Fairy Tale. That is a True Serenity, I think. Bliss in here. Oh gosh, Bliss, you are just so pretty. Bliss grows well in shade or full sun. So I've got it lots of places. Anytime a rose doesn't work out, I put Bliss in its place. Okay, over here, this is Simply Samantha. This bed here is newly planted this year, so I imagine that next season it's going to be putting on a great show. This is Fur Elise. So I run out here every day and try to do as much deadheading as I can, but as I shared, the mosquitoes are really, really bad. Over here on this side, what I want to point out is crepe myrtle. This is called pink velour crepe myrtle. Over here, I've got the verandas, Mango Veranda and Jolie Veranda. Let's go down this side. And I left the girls inside. I'll bring them out here at the end, but if I go down to the river with them, they're gonna leave. They like to leave the property. This is Powerpuff Pink. I did a grouping here of about 8, and I think that they are gonna do just outstanding next year. This is Wee White Hydrangea, still looking great after a couple of weeks. This is Loves Me, Loves Me Not. Hopefully it'll have more blooms because I want to count those with you all. Okay, let's see who's over here. This is Mine Rose, Nautica. This is Jubilee Celebration. This is Shondo's Beauty. Starry Sky. Okay. This one, I think I've marked it wrong. I need to look at it really closely. This says Compassion. I just don't know about that. Okay, to share it on here, I've got a standard of Pretty Polly White. Who is this? Gold Flame. Gold flame has really tiny blooms and it just always kind of looks bleh. So I'm not sure if this one will stay here, but there you go. I've got another one on the other side to show you also. Who else is down here looking pretty? Lots of new plantings. Next season will be looking really pretty. This is Sansuchi. This is either the Impressionist or, no, this is the Impressionist. Let's keep moving. This is the memorial garden I planted for Ken specifically because he loved that eagle so much. And I have planted Crazy Love all around here, Crazy Love, and then Easy Does It. This is a knockout, orange glow knockout. This is Coral Drift. This bed is going to be all bliss, and it's new this season. So I've got some little tiny bliss in here. Okay, this is a bed that will be Mother of Pearl. Mother of Pearl is a great rose for us. All right, let's head down. Let's see, over on this side, I've got phlox and the daylilies are blooming. Who else is in bloom for us? Nobody that I really want to do a shout out on except for Bliss. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh gosh, just such a fantastic rose. Whoever the parents are of Bliss, this is for star roses, you all need to look at having Cortez do more breedings with whomever those parents are because they're just so fantastic. All right, down here, speaking of star roses and plants, this is, these beds are all with star roses. So let me look straight ahead. And then to the left is Bolero putting on a fantastic show. Who else? Oh gosh, Raspberry Cupcake, Bliss, Top Cream down here. Okay, so this is Bolero. If you have not had the opportunity to smell Bolero, it is extremely fragrant. Now it's going to stay shorter here. This is what, 2.5 feet, maybe. So if you're looking for something for a front of a border, Bolero would be great. This is Raspberry Cupcake, and I'm telling you, this is just one of my favorite views of the house. To see Bliss and Raspberry Cupcake, it's just so dreamy. I love it. So let's get closer. This is Raspberry Cupcake. Look at that. Very healthy, disease resistant. I don't spray in my gardens, and they're just like no fuss. Oh my goodness, so happy. Next to Bliss, I've got Salmon Welt, which is a harder to find variety. You can get this from All My Time. I think they're one of the only vendors that are carrying Salmon Welt right now, but it's another fantastic rose. All right, let's go look over here real quick and see if there's anybody in bloom. This is artificial turf that I had them put down. I'm just thinking about my future, and that things are not as easy for me as they used to be. And so I wanted something that was no maintenance. I didn't have to worry about bringing the lawnmower down here, weed whacking. So artificial turf it is. This is Liv Tyler. All right. Okay, let's look at the bed to the right here now. This is Top Cream, Sweet Mademoiselle. I've got a Limelight Hydrangea Standard down here, and I see Sonnenwelt in bloom. There's also Earth Angel, but it's not blooming. So this is Top Cream. Let's look at this bloom down here. And then Sweet Mademoiselle. Just a couple of blooms in here. And then I do see a little bit of Earth Angel. And then I've got Sonnenwelt. Boy, it is putting on some height. All right, slowly turn so I don't make you guys sick. Okay, Top Cream, Delish, Sweet, that is Princess Charlene de Monaco. So let's look at Delish. And then Princess Charlene de Monaco is very roughly, very fragrant, really pretty. And then Sonnenwelt. On the pier, I have been removing roses and planting Nepida. The roses, although they're on drip, they just don't seem as happy as they could be. So I have Nepida here, and it seems much happier. I just fertilized them because they were looking really tired. But you can see I've got bees in here, and they're super happy. I'm gonna eventually have to paint the planters down here because they're not holding up as well as I had hoped. All right, so let's do the left side and see what's in bloom. Drift. I'm telling you, Drift is just such a workhorse. It just keeps going, and it does not care if I'm deadheading or not. Let's see. This is Lion's Fairy Tale. That's one of the fairy tales. This is Anne Marie. Apricot Candy. Bliss. I've got Bliss here behind the bench. Okay, phlox. Lots of phlox in bloom. Ballerinas trying here in this pot. White Pet. Spirit of Freedom right here. This is True Inspiration. All right, let's go down the last side over here. Ugh, they saw me inside and they did not like that I had the nerve to go on a garden walk without them. But if I head down to the water, they always want to leave the property and sneak out, and I just can't be chasing them. Okay, so this here, I've got it on both sides, is a Vigorosa, and this is Coral Vigorosa, and it's next to Petite Peach. So here is Coral Vigorosa and the sweet little Petite Peach. I've got 3 of those on both sides. All right, I showed you Mother of Pearl here. And then we've got Daylily and Phlox. Let me turn in a second and get out of the sun. Pretty. I planted over here Nepida, as well as, I think they're called North Pole, or some kind of an arborvitae that's very thin, and it's only 12 inches wide. This is Peach Perfection. This is Vanessa Bell, tiny little blooms, black spot at the end of the season. All right, and then down I've got the White Pet here, Princess Charlene de Monaco, Benjamin Britten, the Lark Ascending, Windermere and Eustacia Vi. This is Eustacia Vi. And then this is Windermere. I think Windermere is really pretty. This is, who is this? Sweet Jane. William Morris. Lady of Shallot. Jude, which really has a beautiful scent, but not prolific in blooms for us. This is Desdemona, Bentheimer Gold. This is Jalbert's Rose, Dylan here. This is, I think, Anastasia. Okay, so one more quick walk for you. There's not really any blooms here, but I just enjoy the walk. This is Mazis reptans here in the front, and this is really a shade garden. And I've got, let's see, hosta back here, and a lot of my one-time bloomers. It's a great place to put one-time bloomers because the canopy that's above here is, you know, in the spring when they're hoping to put on their first flush, they get all the light that they need. There we are. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to sharing another video tour, which will be for the last flush, and that should be in about 6 weeks.